Kubor nakaslem jong udongsan Hima.
Myntri Sarkar ubadai unang aiktian ke Sarkar MDA ke baar uba polling dua. Ulapan benaya kimat ki badai ban ajing Kren ulat ke jela ha ke Ïingdorbar mang tingka ke Ïingdorbar Thawaiñ ke ban sedang ha ke arkau trek uleber arajar arpulai. Ha ke jing shisha ye kimat ki badai ban Kren do ulat ha Ïingdorbar Thawaiñ amju kam ya thu Paidbah da ke Sarkar ling ba kilat patai kubor. Henry adian ke jing yalang jong ke kenhun Myntri ha ke sengi tho ding ke khatnyo trek ubenai leber arajar arpulai uba pol ulai thu ya ke jing menjur ke kenhuan Myntri ya ke kot jing Kren jong ulat ha ke bawla batai ki mat ki bakong san ki bela besut ha ke kot jing Kren jong ulat lani governor's address mentangin sengap ya ke jing batai uba pol ko Myntri Sarkar ka bagen top ya ke mat ya Kren ya suk bat ke henyo trap National Liberation Council
to take up a few very important items. The first one being the governor's address. This is coming up on Monday, the 20th, where the governor is traditionally supposed to address the first session of the newly constituted House. So in the governor's address, well, it will not be fair for me to share everything today because then it will be redundant on Monday. But we've covered very significant points, including the areas of focus of the government, infrastructure, and critical areas where we are going to stress on. And we've also dealt with issues concerning the Mukro incident and steps that have been taken by the government as a part of redressing the issue. We made a reference to talks that are ongoing with the HNLC and which are coming to a point of closure very soon. We made a mention of the dispute between Assam and Meghalaya, the border dispute, and we commit to resolving the remaining 6 areas of difference in a manner that will be fair, peaceful, and to the advantage of the citizens of both states. As I mentioned the other day, the drug menace has a serious threat to the state, and we will go all out on a war footing to combat drug trafficking in all forms. And in fact, the seizures from contraband has gone up to 71 crores as we speak, and police have been put under very high alert to go all out against drug traffickers of whichever caliber. We will not miss out on the small guys or on the big ones, and there'll be no compromise when it comes to raids, seizures, checkings of illicit drugs of any variety. Fire and emergency service stations, 9 new outposts, 5 new police stations, and 7 border outposts. The next part of the governor's address deals with agriculture and farmers' welfare, then animal husbandry and veterinary. I'll just make a mention of these because the governor is going to read out, and this will be placed on the table of the House on Monday. But basically, it is a growth-oriented direction that we are taking, and we will try to optimize our resources central funds and externally aided funds for all of these projects. More importantly, the focus on the youth, arts and culture, these are fundamental, and you will be hearing the details once the address is finalized and placed on the table of the House. Tourism, as I mentioned the other day, will achieve due regard and importance, and it will be sustainable, responsible, employment generating, community participant, technology driven, and synergy with other schemes. We also will try to augment the power scenario, and as we speak, we are also trying to mitigate any possibilities of disaster in the light of sudden change of weather, freak winds and strong winds. Those are the major areas covered by the governor's address. It has reached a final stage, but if I were to share everything today, the governor will have nothing to say on Monday.